What is up, YouTube adventure family? This is Whiskey Hill, and this is the 2025 Ghostcat F3X Pro, and this is me wanting a candy bar from the store, and we're going to find out which candy bar that I'm going to pick out, and we're going to let you guess. I will give you a couple hints along the way. But most of all, today, we're going to take the Ghostcat F3X Pro on the Whiskey Hill Challenge, not only down to test those brakes, but how quick and how easy it can make it up the steepest and longest hill climb in the valley. Let's go pick out a candy bar, boys and girls, and test out the hill climbing capability of the 2025 Ghostcat F3X Pro e-bike. Let's go. Basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go pick out a candy bar, and I want you all to guess which candy bar it is by the end of the video, see if y'all get it right. I'll announce at the end of the video what candy bar I pick out. It's my favorite candy bar. I already know which candy bar I'm going to get, but I'm going to see if you all could watch the video, and I'm going to give you all a couple clues, hints, whatever, in the video to see if y'all could guess what it is, and we'll go from there. But the main challenge here today, not guessing just the candy bar I'm going to pick, and maybe list your favorite candy bar down in the comments below and what you thought it was going to be before I showed you what it was. But the main part of this is we're going a couple miles down Whiskey Hill here, and we're going to challenge these brakes, and then we're going to come back up and we're going to challenge the hill climbing capability up not only one of the steepest hills in the valley, but the longest and steepest hill in the valley. So let's go along, grab a candy bar, join in along the ride and the chat. I got some things I want to talk about. And welcome to the Whiskey Hill Challenge with the 2025 Ghostcat F3X Pro in burnt orange. Isn't it great? All right, this is going downhill. We're going to test some brakes, and it's like pitfall. I mean, look at this ice glacier here in front of me. It's ridiculous. And the video game Pitfall, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm probably speaking my age, but at least it's not gators. So we've got to kind of choose the path here, and hopefully we skirt it maybe a little here. But worse than gators around here are moose, and moose are on the loose, and every time I go walk my dog, I'm definitely a little worried about a moose coming along and wanting to trample my face in or something. And this is sketchy too. This is a really steep hill, which the challenge would be actually going down it and climbing it back up later as well, because it's going to be slicker than a minnows belly on the way back up. I promise you that. Oh my God. But it's warmed up a little bit today, and I figured what a excellent day it would be. I'm going to pop it into mode 5 there, just because I can. Oh, what a gorgeous day to do a Whiskey Hill Challenge and to get a candy bar. Now, the first hint, or first clue I'm going to give you on the candy bar, it's a classic. And a classic means it's been around for, the better part of 25 years. So we're just going to say it's been around longer than 25 years. So it's a classic candy bar. And I'll give you another, just a side hint. This one don't count. It's more than 30 years old, I'm sure. Probably 50. Who knows? It's a classic. That's your first hint. Oh man, going down the hill. Woo! It's a little chilly out, but it's supposed to get up into the 50s today and take advantage of the sunshine, a bluebird day here in Colorado, and a little boot scooting boogie down to the corner store and grab a little candy bar for the Whiskey Hill Challenge. And you can cruise down this hill pretty good, but coming around before you get in these corners is going to be a little bit on the brakes. Got a little water hazard challenge there. And I'll give you an idea of where we went so far. That's the golf course clubhouse there, Jack. But you can see that's my house right there, up there. So we've came back and around, and the brakes, I'm sure, getting pretty warm at this point. So I don't want to let them cool down too much. We want to keep a little bit of heat to them here as we cruise on down the rest of the way down Whiskey Hill. We still got a little ways to go here. And then we've got a little cruise through the neighborhood, what I call the hood, to get to the corner store. What's up, man? Oh, mini golf course in the rolling hills. So the brakes seem to handle pretty good. They didn't give out or anything. And I was buzzing, you know, well over 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour coming down. So the brakes definitely held good. And that's a huge thing to me, because I've had bikes that, you know, the brakes just weren't all that great, or the bike was just way too heavy for the brakes, which, you know, that's a thing too. God, this thing is just so nimble. The wheelbase is so short. I mean, I love these brakes. That is so fun. I'm so weird. Anyways, let's buzz on through. I'm gonna pump on the headlight. Sometimes when I'm pumping on the headlight, I'll accidentally hit the power button, and I cut the power like at the worst times, basically. All right, I'm gonna take a Louis through here. And cruise through the neighborhood. Oh man. So making it downhill pretty easy, pretty quick. And it wasn't a problem. I want to show y'all something here. This is crazy. These brakes are just awesome. In our neighborhood, along each side of the road here, there's like these dashes. Now, these are like bike lanes. Walking bike lanes, but they got, you know, bike, I guess, symbols in these lanes, but I want to show them to you. Check this out. You can see there's a symbol of a guy on a bicycle. So we have like these bike lanes, which is super cool, right? It goes through the neighborhood, and, you know, people walking have the right of way, people on bikes, and then, you know, people on horseback. I'm just, yeah, I don't know if it works. I think people on horseback have the right of way all the way, don't they? I mean, even over people, I think. I think it goes horseback, then people. Actually, water hazard. I don't know. Somebody leave a comment below. I think it's horseback and then people. These brakes are just so snappy. Oh, so zippy. But these bike lanes are super cool going through the neighborhood, because it really separates the traffic from the bicyclists, the walkers, the dog walkers, so on and so forth. But what do you think about those little extra little bike paths on the side of my hood? Pretty cool, huh? All right. Second hint of the Whiskey Hill Candy Bar Challenge. Offer a candy bar, the Whiskey Hill Challenge, huh? It's got nuts. I mean, and so do I. And I am nuts. Whatever. It's got nuts. So it's a classic, and it's got nuts. So let that ponder. See if that brings the clue to the candy bar a little bit easier. These brakes are phenomenal. They really are. I mean, I heated them up. kind of pumping them down that super steep hill, and it's a long hill too, so it's a lot of pressure for a sustained amount of time. I mean, I could definitely feel, you know, somewhat the heat building up, but it wasn't affecting me stopping, and they didn't get spongy. That's a big thing. There's definitely been numerous bikes where the brakes just get spongy, and I don't really have that problem with Ghostcat. Oh, that's adorable. Hey, good, man. How are you? So cool. Oh, puppy dog carrying his frisbee. Beautiful day in the hood. Ah, all right, we're getting close to the corner store. Mm. A lot of the side roads, not the main road here, but some of these side roads still have like some ice and snow on them, but mainly through the neighborhood here, everything is like super clear, which is pretty much how it is in the winter. It's just that last week we got drilled, man. I got 4 feet of snow in 5 days, I think it was. And that was just like in my neck of the woods. That's not even the actual ski resort. Zip on through here. And right here we are. All right, I'll go ahead and grab a candy bar, and I'll be right back. How many miles was that? Distance, what are you talking about? 2.9 miles. Got it. Oh my God. Hey, man, decisions. So what would you get? Would you get something from the Reese's? Remember when there was only like one Reese's? There was like 30 Twix. It's a classic. Don't have nuts though, does it? M&M's. Butterfinger. It's peanut butter, but not nuts. Baby Ruth definitely has nuts. Snickers has nuts. Mounds has nuts. Narrowing it down, aren't we? Payday has nuts, isn't it? Oh, which candy bar would you get? But you know which candy bar I want to get because it's a classic with nuts. All right, we got our candy bar. Now, classic and nuts. Been around a while. This ain't really a hint, but it's more of a statement. I will say this is, it had a really, really cool commercial. A really, really cool commercial. Oh, that suspension's so dope. And the commercial that I remember watching when it was around was like 70s, 80s, you know, late 70s, early 80s, was in this commercial, played a lot. It had a really cool, catchy little tune, little theme to it. It was just catchy Catchy, catchy, catchy. Anyways, it was awesome. Okay, so for the third hint, when we're getting up here, before we start climbing up this hill and got to focus on the hill climbing ability of the Ghostcat F3X Pro, I'm gonna give you another hint. Often found in your trick-or-treat bag. Oh, that's not really an awesome hint, and a big hint, but it's a hint because you're gonna get another hint before I tell you what I got. Maybe two more. I'll give you two more. Come on. I'm bored. All right. You can see right here. We're going, it's my house right way up there. So we got a ways to go. And then we got to go up Whiskey Hill. And I mean, you know, in all honesty, when I go to pick out a bike and a lot of people are like, oh, you're sponsored by Ghostcat, or you're, you know, whatever Ghostcat. You know what? I reached out to Ghostcat. They didn't reach out to me. I reached out to Ghostcat because there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons why I reach out to all the companies that I review these e-bikes and ride and do 1,000-mile reviews and 500-mile reviews and all these different challenges. It's because I have to have an e-bike that can actually handle the challenges that not only you all are looking for, but what I need here in Colorado, because it's mountains everywhere, hills everywhere, and the weather is very extreme. So, saying that, I've got to have an e-bike that can not only take the challenge, but on the daily, man. And sometimes a couple times daily. This is not going to be the only time I got to ride down this hill and then come back up. It's not going to be the only time. So I've got to get something that's awesome and something that's good. So it's not companies that contact me, it's the companies I contact. It's the companies that say, we got this product and it could do this, and I see reviews and I see people actually stepping up to the plate saying, yeah, this e-bike can climb this hill, this e-bike can go this fast, or whatever, because I've got to get in short little stints of traffic, even on the highway at times. I've got to get up hills that are super steep, and I need a certain amount of Newton meters. And at 120 Newton meters, it's giving me what I need on the torque. It's giving me what I need with the power, being a 52 volt, 40 amp controller on that thing too is just huge. And brakes that can handle the ride down the hill is as important, if not more important, than what could take me up the hill without pedaling. And I can't tell you enough how important that is for me when I go after these companies and review their bikes and ride them and give affiliate codes to support my channel and to support me, but most of all to help you all out too. So there's just reasons, man, reasons. So don't think that just because I have a bike and I'm pushing selling it and pushing reviewing it and pushing my discount code, that it isn't a bike that I would get, because they are absolutely the bikes that I would spend my money on, and I have, and I will, and I do. All right, let's go. I'm gonna give you another hint real quick. It's milk chocolate. Not dark chocolate, milk chocolate. Like the creamy milk chocolatey. And I'm gonna give you the final hint right before we start the hill challenge. It's gonna be freaking cold. Here we go. Getting ready to go. The candy bar itself, not the king size, but the regular size, because they got a king size now. They didn't back in the day. The candy bar comes in 2 pieces, 2 separate yummy pieces. Here we go on the Whiskey Hill Challenge, boys and girls, and I need you all to think about the candy bar I got. We're already going faster than the speed limit. We're gonna see how fast and how good and easy this e-bike not only makes it going up the hill with a little momentum there, but we're actually gonna stop here in a second. And we're gonna see how it goes from a rolling start up the hill, because that's where we're going. And it's a windy, long hill to get back up to my house. So let's go on the rest of the Whiskey Hill Challenge. I mean, it just goes right up. That's a pretty steep start, and it just went right up. That was impressive. I mean, it's just a very zippy, torquey, light, nimble e-bike. All right, here we go. The Whiskey Hill Challenge, boys and girls. And what candy bar did I get? And what's your favorite? Leave it in the comments what you think I was going to get, and what's your favorite? Again, it's a classic. It's got nuts. It comes in 2 pieces, and it's milk chocolate. Now, I'm going to give you another hint. As we come around the final stretch here, it's got 2 different nuts in it. You should get it by now. You should get it by now. Let's go. Okay, on the final stretch here, I'm giving it all the beans. We're at 22, 23. This is going uphill, man. This is crazy. We're going all the way to the top, too. 23. 22. 24. 24 miles an hour. That is just awesome. That is awesome. How freaking cool is that? Going up Whiskey Hill, not only just easy, but at 24 miles an hour, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right. We'll go up here and turn around, and I'm gonna do the little pitfall challenge of trying to go up my driveway. And tires that aren't really the norm of what I use. I always use knobby tires, which I'm probably gonna put knobbies on here. We're getting towards the end of snow season though, so, you know, do I change the tires? I've got those studded straps for if it gets bad. Do I just leave these on? Because I'm gonna want these, you know, in the spring and summer and fall for sure. And, you know, they'll last that long. This bike is just beautiful, man. This bike is just beautiful. And it's just fun, man. It's just fun. I'm gonna zip around the corner there. All right, let's see what it does up the driveway. This should be horrible. It's just so sick. I tell you what, if that pavement wasn't there, yeah, it's just super slick right there. It's like pitfall, man. I'm telling you, pitfall. Oh man, boys and their toys. Boys and their toys. Yeah. All right. Whiskey Hill Challenge, and man, this thing just ate it apart. Looking at a little over 6 miles round trip. Took us about 28 minutes. That's babbling, going to the store, getting ready. The pre-shoots, whatever. Average speed 13 miles an hour, top speed 33 miles an hour. And we weren't really on any long stretch of road, but that's it. The Ghostcat F3X Pro, that's the 2025 model, and you can tell because it's burnt orange, and they don't have that in the older models. It's a new color. They've got neon green and dark purple. The new colors for 2025, and the KKE suspension front and back, and what just a great bike. Great 52 volt e-bike, man. And they got a 60 volt coming out. Stay tuned for that. That's the F4X Pro. I ordered mine. I'll let you guess what color I got later on that too. But right now, we're taking that puppy out, and it made the challenge all the way down to the convenience store and back to get the candy bar I was telling you about. Now to reveal the candy bar. Now, do you think you know which candy bar that I got? Because I'm getting ready to show you. It's a classic. It was my mom's favorite, and it's kind of cool. You know, it's her favorite. And you can also find it in trick-or-treat bags. It's always in trick-or-treat bags, or it was in mine every year, it seems like. But the candy bar that I chose is Almond Joy. It's a classic. It's got nuts. It's got almonds in there. And it's got two nuts. It's got coconut and almonds in there. It's milk chocolate and comes in 2 pieces. And speaking of, go ahead and grab me a piece. Now, I was also telling you that it has a cool theme song, and I used to love it, and it had a cool commercial, and it used to go like this, and hope you enjoy my singing. Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds don't. Because, and it just ended like that. It was just so weird. That's such a weird song. Oh, Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds don't. Because, oh no, the Ghostcat F3X Pro 2025 model. Use my discount code Colorado at checkout, save you 50 bucks, and you can get this one for $26.99 right now. You could get the F3 for $21.99 right now, and the F4X Pro pre-order for $27.99 right now, and save $50 on each one of them. Use my discount code Colorado at checkout. And if you need anything after the sale, man, just ask me. I don't mind. I enjoy the conversation. Oh, man. What candy bar did you think I was going to get? What's your favorite candy bar? I'm going to enjoy mine right now. Until next adventure, this is Chris, Colorado Adventure Channel. Peace.
Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts. Peter Paul, Mounds don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.